Hello there guys, I'm Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to the second episode as Crusader Kings 2. We are playing as the Duke or Petty King of Mercia, trying to form the British Empire. We've just managed to fabricate a claim on Gloucester, so we're going to be going ahead and starting a war there. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take our Chancellor and get him to improve diplomatic relations in... Can't actually get him to go and improve diplomatic relations in Northampton for some strange reason. Not too sure why. Maybe because that's my own province. I wanted to send him there. But you will not go there, will you? Improve diplomatic relations. Nope, can't do it. That's strange. Okay, well, let's send him somewhere else where he'd be useful. So, we have Cuthbert here, our brother-in-law, who is the Earl of Oxford and the Earl of Bedford. You're actually currently, I believe, because you're my spy master... So you're currently not around, are you? You're currently over in Byzantium, I believe. Yep, you're in Constantinople. So who is next on my list? So that would be you. You are the Earl of Derby and the Earl of Chester. Now, you're actually my commander. But your top holding is Derby. So we will go ahead and send our Chancellor to... improve diplomatic relations in Derby, and hopefully things with you will improve. We'll slow the game down a little bit just before I start this war. We are going to remember to declare war first. Last time I did this, I forgot to declare war and just moved all of my men into his province. So declare war to claim Gloucester. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we are going to go into the military and we will raise our vassal levies and our personal levies. We'll get them to all form up in Warwickshire. We don't have a huge number of men here. We're probably also going to be short a few commanders as well. Can we actually appoint any commanders? So we'll probably have enough. Let's try and get the army together first. Hopefully he's not going to catch anybody out. I think he might actually... Yeah, he's going to catch that army out, which is a little bit of a shame. Can't do an awful lot about that. So we've already lost the first battle, but we do have more men in total, so we should be good here. Definitely want to make sure that we get everybody together if possible. So that's the last person in. Let's go ahead and group this army together. Yeah, our commanders aren't particularly great, really. Would be nice if we could have some slightly better commanders here. We don't have anybody with decent martial score. But you should probably go in the middle. 6-6. I'm only a 4, which is not great. We could get... I am the third highest, though. Wow, our commanders are terrible. Still, we'll try and get ourselves a little bit of morale back here. I doubt there's any more levies that we can raise. Yeah, I could get another 18 from our vassals, but that's probably in the county that he is standing in. So, I guess we can just go up to speed 3 here. He's not going to have time to siege that down, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Obviously, our vassal levies has been raised for a while now. Let's go in and... hopefully we can win this fight. We do have almost double the number of men. He only has 2 flanks. Well, he only has 1 flank, sorry. And one of those is already retreating. So his army is going to get hopefully destroyed. There we go. We're all advancing on him. His army is pretty much crushed. So now we just head down to Gloucester. We siege his province out. And it will become ours. So this is the first part of the master plan. I guess we can just go up to speed 4 at this point in time because we don't have to worry about too much else. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumours have reached you that people are conspiring to kill your daughter, Aethelberch. Aethelber. I'm terrible with these names. So someone's trying to kill my daughter, Aethelber. Okay, so let's go and have a look in our intrigue and we can have a look. No known plots though, which is quite strange. We are in July. We do have a little bit of money. We could technically hold a summer fair. We have to be at peace. That's a shame. It shouldn't take us too long to siege out these holdings anyway. So we're just currently... We've already sieged out the... No, we haven't even sieged out the barony yet. That's fine. Several tavern owners in Northampton have come forward to your court with complaints against Earl Bearnoth of Worcester. Apparently, he has gone on drunken rampages in all of their establishments and they are demanding compensation. Earl Bearnoth claims to have no memory of the nights in question. He shall compensate the owners. So, who loses the gold? Do I lose the gold or does he lose the gold? His opinion of me is changed. Or we can lose... Well, we don't want to lose 30 prestige and we don't want to lose city tax. Or I can pay... So I can basically lose 50 gold to keep everybody happy. There again, gaining 30 prestige and losing some opinion for 2 years. I think we'll do that. And I didn't lose the gold. Brilliant. You are no longer content to rest on your laurels. The problems facing your realm are legion and clearly no one can fix them but you. So we actually gain the trait ambitious. Fantastic. So that will give us 2 martial, 2 intrigue, 2 diplomacy, 2 steward, 2... That is brilliant. God, ambitious now. That's absolutely fantastic. That's all of a sudden that's just made our king so much better. And he's still higher on intrigue than anything else, but certainly things here are improving, which is always good. So we are running on speed 4. We're still waiting for this barony to siege down. We might just finish the war in time for getting another summer fair next year. And we managed to collect a tithe in Leicester, so that has given us some additional funds for the war in the future. Fate smiles upon me. My wife is pregnant. Brilliant. There we go. We've managed to get the barony. Now we're working on the city. That should be pretty quick. We're already at 90% on this war. And we've improved relations with the Bishop of Canterbury. That should actually be quite good for us now, because if we look at our vassals and we find the Bishop of Canterbury... Oh no, his opinion of me has dropped for some reason. Why do you dislike me? Because of short reign. Looks like this guy is quite new. Oh well, we'll keep sucking up to our bishops. There we go, we have 100% war score. So let's go ahead and offer peace. Now, unlike EU4, you can't just take whatever you want. You can only take what the war goal was, which was to grab this county. So this county now becomes part of my realm. Let's just pause up while we deal with things. Let's go ahead and drop the levies. So at the moment, I can create a tile if I wanted to. I could create the Duchy of Huis. And the reason for that is if we look at the de jure duchies, Huis is actually 3 provinces, which is this one, and this one. And I own 2 of them, so I own more than 51%, which means I can create the title. Now, I don't want to create the title because the problem is a petty king is the same as a duke. So if I create the duchy, then I will have 2 duchy titles, and because of succession law, when I die, my titles will get split between my heirs, which means I will lose one of the duchies. Now, my domain is also too big because I am directly controlling this county over here, and I want to go ahead and give this to somebody else. So let's go ahead and give this to the... well, I have to be careful here because the problem is if I were to go and give this province over to the Earl of Oxford, he could then potentially create the duchy and become a duke. And if he becomes a duke, he's the same rank as me, which means he can split free. So I don't really want to give that to him. I can't make a random new vassal, which is unfortunate. How old is my son? You're 14. Is there anyone else in my dynasty that I could give it to, possibly? Let's have a look at the dynasty tree. So yeah, I don't have any brothers. All I have is one son and heir. So that makes life a little bit difficult. I could give it to someone random who doesn't have an awful lot. Maybe even somebody that doesn't like me all that much. We could just try and improve things with them. If we have a look at people that are already my vassals. And we could maybe have a look at some of these mayors. So we've got like the mayor of Boston. This guy actually quite likes me. Where are you? You're in Lincoln. So how about if I was to give you a landed title, and I was to give you the county of Gloucester. That means I'm no longer over my domain limit, which is good. Now, I could still potentially grab that duchy. What I could also do as well, let's just deal with this event first. I'm ill, so that's not good. That's going to reduce a lot of stuff. Hopefully I won't die. This could be the shortest playthrough in history, even shorter than the last one. But now I should be able to actually fabricate a claim on Wiltshire. No, I can't do it now. I know sometimes when doing this campaign, because I own 2 of the provinces, I can actually declare war against Wiltshire. The problem is, taking Wiltshire in on that CB, again, automatically takes the duchy. I think it only happens if the duchy's already been created. And then I would actually be taking the duchy. And again, we want to avoid creating any more duchies until we have better succession law or until we can form the Kingdom of England. Well, at least we've got rid of the trait ill. So that's certainly good. Need to have a look at our opinions again. A party of soldiers flying the banner of Earl Wigherd of Derby recently set up camp in the middle of a field belonging to a farmer in Leicester. According to the farmer, their campfire spread out of control and his entire crop was reduced to ashes. He has brought the matter before your court and demands compensation. So we can either get the Earl to compensate. Now, it doesn't give us any prestige getting him to do that, and we would lose opinion for 2 years. And this guy controls a good portion of our levies, so I don't really want to end up annoying him if possible. The fire was a divine act, no one is responsible, which gives us reduced local tax modifier, which isn't great, for a couple of years actually, and local revolt risk. Or we can pay the money ourselves. Well, we are trying to amass money, but keeping people happy is very important. So let's go ahead and do that. So his opinion of us now is actually at 96, which is really good. I would like to improve opinion with this guy. He is our spy master, but we can go ahead and give him an honorary title. Let's go ahead and make him the cupbearer. That should improve his opinion with us drastically. And then maybe we can send our Chancellor to the county of Worcester and see if we can improve things with that guy a little bit. So you want to go to Worcestershire. Let's go ahead and do that. And we have a daughter. Not exactly fantastic. Again, the other problem we have is playing as, well, anyone in sort of Western Europe really, is when the Viking raids start, we're going to be fighting those guys off constantly, which is annoying. Now, we could go ahead and start fabricating some... Oh, that was quick. Already improved his opinion. We could go off and start fabricating some more claims on various provinces, but you really do have to be careful when doing it because it is costly and you lose a lot of prestige from doing so. So once again, we get another merchant caravan. Let's go ahead and let them in. So same event that we had in the first video. So we actually get a soldier named Suleiman. So let's go ahead and have a look at him, see if he is any use. So he's in our court. Wouldn't actually be able to see him there, but if we went ahead and went into our council, marshal, appoint. He has a marshal of 16. Our current marshal only has a marshal of 12. Well, that ain't very good, is it? And what actually are you other than our marshal? You're not landed at all, so that's fine. So let's go ahead and make you our new marshal, and you are going to train troops in Leicester. And he's not forbidden to lead armies. Minor titles. Here we go. Commanders. We don't have many other commanders that we can choose from, but some of our commanders are terrible. I mean, I'm a terrible commander. Most of these guys only have a... Like, you are a commander, and you have a marshal of 3. Let's go ahead and find Suleiman. Why can't I find you? There's Caleb. Let's go by marshal score. Get rid of that. Never works half the time. Who do we want to get rid of? This bishop. That's strange. He's in my court, but he's not actually popping up here as a potential marshal. Well, you should certainly be a commander. You've got a marshal score of 10. You've got a marshal score of 2, and you're a commander, so... Oh, it tells you here. I was going to say, it should at least tell you that somewhere. We could make you into a What are you at the moment? You're our spy master, so you're not particularly useful as a... You'd be a better marshal than a spy master, probably. But I guess we can make the Mayor of Cambridge into a commander as well. So we've got a couple of commanders now that are certainly better than the ones we had before. So I need to think carefully about what the next course of action is I'm going to take. Do I want to try and fabricate a claim against somebody else to take some more land? I mean, we could try and be sneaky and grab a province from Norfolk and a province from Essex and just try and grab one province here and there. Getting some stuff that's coastal could be quite useful for us. So, let us go ahead and take our Chancellor. And we're going to go ahead and fabricate a claim over here on Suffolk. So, during a visit to Nottingham, Earl Cuthbert of Oxford and his entourage were accosted by brigands who made off with several valuables. So, again, it's the same old event that we're getting. So, again, we can annoy the mayor and appease the Earl. We don't want to be losing our own money, because that is just stupid, although it does improve both of their relations. So, we'll annoy the mayor. Now, can we change any more laws at this point? Yes, we can. Now, what I'd like to do is actually put up city taxation, because cities make quite a bit of money. And putting up city taxation can actually make us a fair bit more cash. Obviously, it means that you have to keep your mayors happy, which we've not been doing all that well. But that certainly can become very useful. We're going to go ahead and do that anyway. It will annoy some of the mayors, but I think we can handle it. Lords of Mercia have approved it, so that's good. That should improve our income a little bit. Might take some time. 35 point... well, almost 36. It was higher than that previously, but it's not too terrible. How long is it going to take you to fabricate? Again, 15.78... well, almost a 16% chance yearly. But, I mean, you know, it could still go 100 years and it never fires. It's one of those things, unfortunately. Well, obviously, he won't live 100 years, but you get my point. How are things going on with our vassal opinions now? How are we doing with the Archbishop? Have we improved anything with him? Can't even see him now. Nope, he still likes the Pope an awful lot more than he likes me. We could try and improve things with this bishop. The bishop in Leicester, in fact. So let's go ahead and send our chaplain to Leicester. Improve things there. The people of Constantinople have progressed beyond our own technological level. I managed to study their advancement and the documents enclosed here should help reach their level. Fantastic. So there's a 33% chance that we'll gain 50 technology points in either military, economic or cultural. And it looks like we made the gain in economy. We don't have any points that we can spend at the moment to improve any of our technologies, so we will have to wait on that a little while. What's this problem that's going on down here? Cathar Uprising. So our son is now of legal age. He's become a charismatic negotiator. Good stuff. Let's have a look at him. Well, unfortunately, he's proud and gluttonous. I mean, the pride isn't too bad, because even though it's one of the 7 deadly sins, it does give him monthly prestige, which is good. He's also gluttonous, which is causing problems with his stewardship. His content, which again gives him piety. And he's shy, which reduces his diplomacy. So he's got some negative traits that we'd really like to get rid of. Let's go ahead and see if we can find him a wife. Is there anybody here that could give us a... Some people that are quite far away. We could try and marry him off to a Carling here. That could be quite interesting. Let's see if Carloman would be willing to go. He actually is as well. Not even matrilineal. So brilliant. So our son and heir is now going to be married off to a princess of West Francia. We could have done a little bit of sort of careful breeding and tried to get someone with a good trait like genius or strong or quick or something like that. But I think that's fine. So this is good. We've managed to improve relations with the bishop. So how has that helped in terms of whether or not he's paying me anything? Where are we? Canterbury, Gloucester, Newstead. Still not quite there yet because he's got 100% opinion of the Pope. No, we're still working on it. Opinion changed again. Or was it counting that one anyway? No, it's 100 and 100. He's still, even though he likes me just as much as he likes the Pope, he's still paying taxes to the Pope. However, what could happen potentially is we can sabotage his relations with the Pope. Now, we're in March. We'd like to get our opinions up with everybody. We really need to think about holding a feast again. Not a summer fair. Summer fairs are good for getting prestige, but they don't really help you with feasts. Oh, you're trying to siege my provinces now, are you? Okay. Let's go ahead and we will raise our vassal levies. Now, I'm going to hold down Shift, as I call them, because what that should have... That was the wrong button. It should have been Control, I think. What I was attempting to do was make sure that my levies didn't raise in the province where that guy was standing. And I think I should have hit Control. I never get the shortcut keys right. Yeah, it's Control. Oh, well, wrong button. No big deal. So, we need to go ahead and sort these guys out. We have an army. We don't have full morale right now. We can afford to wait a few ticks. It's not going to be a massive problem here with these guys because they don't have enough people here to siege anyway. Let's move in. We will be crossing a river, but we should have the manpower to completely decimate them, and we have done. And they're moving into some... No, I was about to say they're moving into somebody else's territory, but it looks like they're still moving into mine. And we'll catch them. The world is a dangerous place. Once again, we've got somebody plotting to kill my daughter, and it's a different daughter this time as well. Okay, victory there. So let's go ahead and make sure that we dismiss our levies. Also, you'll notice now that this place did indeed split, and now Somerset has become its own little... Is he a petty king? He's still classed as an earl. So who is your liege? You don't have a liege. You're independent, so you're an independent earl. You're also of the Cathar heresy. Surely that should give us a CB against you. Yes. We have a holy war to take the duchy. Again, that's potentially a problem because taking the duchy would give us a second duchy. But that's something that we will consider in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you're still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. I'll see you next time. And until then, goodbye for now.